Hey everybody, I'm Joe DeGanzik and this is Smarter Home Life. It is iOS 11 release day. After a long wait, iOS users around the world can get access to the latest and greatest of Apple's mobile operating system. But of course, on this show, and probably why you're tuning in to this type of video, you're probably interested in home automation and all the stuff about HomeKit, which is Apple's home automation platform built into said mobile operating system. So anyways, I've already actually done a comparison video between iOS 10 and 11. You can check out the link to it up there in the corner. Did that earlier this summer in one of the betas, and largely at this point with the full release, it's largely unchanged. The main new things that are in iOS 11 for HomeKit is geolocation. This enables people with multiple family members, multi-person households to have automations that are based on multiple people. So say if everyone has left, go ahead and turn the lights off. If one person or a certain person gets home, do something custom for them, and so on and so on. And additional things for timing, single day automations, and a lot of stuff that's also under the hood. I'm going to be covering that in a video coming up, but that's not going to be ready for a few days. Let's talk about a category that really hasn't had a lot of products in it, even though the category, the technology for it has been really kind of enabled since the beginning of HomeKit, and I'm talking about garage doors. Now you're probably thinking, Joe, you live in a tiny house and maybe there's some kind of underground bunker with a garage door that you haven't told us about, but that's not the case. There's not even a garage on the property. So I can't test it here. And I'm specifically talking about the recent release of a product last month, the MyQ HomeBridge, which HomeKit enables Chamberlain and LiftMaster garage door openers. Now there's a chart I'm going to put on the screen, 3 different scenarios depending on what kind of garage door opener you have, from what brand, and what will work for you. But generally this will HomeKit enable nearly anything as long as you have the MyQ technology of some sort. There's also been an announcement literally like this just in, today, Tuesday, the 19th of September 2017, about some additional integrations that Chamberlain and LiftMaster, which are basically the same company, have added. I'm going to go ahead and make you wait to the end of the video to tell you about that, but it's definitely some additional exciting news. So how do we test it? So how do I do a review when I can't even do this? So I don't even have a garage door here. Well, lucky for me, a couple weeks ago, one of the Smarter Home Life fans and one of our wonderful Patreon contributors, Mike Mansur from San Diego, emailed me and said he was in one of the first batches for this device, which retails at least right now for about 50 bucks. And he said, hey, do you want to do some kind of collaborative review video? And I said, that sounds great. Let's do it. So we've been working on it and making some videos and so forth. And well, I'm just going to show you here in a second. The other thing is Mike is disabled and uses a powered wheelchair to get around. And he's going to share with us about how home automation helps him in his daily life. So without further ado, take a look. Well, hey, Mike, how's it going?
Great. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Joe?
I am doing great. I mean, I'm sure you remember, you know, they kind of announced this and teased this like probably almost a year ago.
2.5 years ago, probably.
2.5 years ago, that's right.
Yeah.
And it was originally going to be the one, like, it was going to be like the adapter thing, and then they were going to come out with actual, like...
The home bridge was supposed to have it.
Right.
And then they never did it. And then they had to come out with another $50 part.
Right.
The home bridge. There was a Chamberlain bridge, which makes any garage door Wi-Fi MyQ. So if you don't have a Wi-Fi garage door, you use that. Okay. And then this device only makes the Apple HomeKit. That's all it does. Right.
So how we'll probably be showing like some pictures because you did an unboxing video for me, which is fantastic. This is like the first like interaction with one of our not just one of our one of the fans of a Smarter Home Life, but Mike is also one of the patrons. So he's helping.
I basically just do one less cup of coffee at Starbucks and I contribute to the show. So
that's right. That's all it takes. You can join.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Patreon.com/smarterhomelife. But so you got the MyQ in. It's a pretty simple. It's basically just the device and some mounting hardware and a power adapter, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Was it fairly easy in terms of the install?
It's very easy. Basically, it's a simple thing with most Apple HomeKit devices. You put it on your Wi-Fi, you add it to it, and then you go into their app and you add the Apple HomeKit. The only problem was you have to complete all the steps. That's the important part, because I didn't complete the programming of it to my garage door opener, which caused problems.
Because you have to link it, like it has to link to the existing like Chamberlain MyQ.
I have a Chamberlain MyQ garage door opener, and so you have to make it acts like a remote. So you have to program it to it like you would do a remote. So I wasn't able to do that step right away, and that caused problems. So
and then the other piece is linking it to your HomeKit.
Yeah, and linking it to the HomeKit, but that it all does that automatically if you do all the steps. I know eventually my price was $49 because I was an early one.
Yeah.
And I know it's going up to 70 soon.
Oh, okay. So get your orders in now.
Yeah, get your orders in now. They haven't already gone up. So
that's right. Not exactly a holiday present necessarily, but a lot of people have been waiting for it. So in the holiday
I've been waiting. I'm obviously in a wheelchair, and to go into the garage is a lot easier, and using Siri with it. But the only bad thing is that if you do it over your headphones, like I have headphones on, you have to unlock it with your phone. You have to unlock your phone.
Unlock the phone first, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, because obviously this is a help. You mentioned that you're in a wheelchair, and I was talking to you. You have
cerebral palsy.
Okay, better for you to say because I couldn't get it right. So home automation has definitely got to help you in your daily life, which obviously
in fact, I have an Apple Watch now, so I don't need the, you see the ads, help me, I've fallen down thing.
Right.
You don't even need that if you have the Apple Watch, because you can do the SOS and call people.
That's right, the SOS.
People.
That's right.
Yeah, so that saves you on those because it's a one-time price, and those are a monthly price, so.
Did you, so I'm guessing, have you been in the Apple world for a long time, or did you kind of jump, because Apple's been very good about accessibility and helping people who have potential, challenges, or those who are disabled, to be able to use their devices, just as well as everyone else can. Did you jump into the Apple world kind of more specifically?
I've kind of been back and forth. I was in college, and then I was back to the PC world.
Okay.
And then just because of jobs, and then now I'm back into the Mac. So now I'm starting to get, HomeKit stuff around the house. So
give us like an example or two of how, other than the obvious, I guess, but how home automation and say HomeKit, because I think you've got other non-HomeKit devices. How does home automation help you as someone who is, disabled and has to kind of get around a little bit, different ways of getting around and controlling your world? How does it help you in your daily life?
Well, basically, I can turn on lights like in my bedroom when I'm in bed, lock the door when I'm in bed, or unlock it for if a caregiver comes, different caregivers come, or a person comes that, meet me and wants to come in my house. I can do that.
You were telling me you've got one of the smart locks, right?
I got a quick set lock with smart things.
Oh, that's right.
So so I got that. So that unlocks as soon as I come in. It hooks up. I hook up to the Wi-Fi. It unlocks the door. If I leave, it locks the door.
Yep.
I have my office lights turn on and off when the garage door opens. That's on the HomeKit automation tab. I have my security lights go on at night and off in the daytime. And then I want to get the Ring doorbell, because if someone rings the doorbell and they're a solicitor, I don't have to come to the door. I don't have to get up out of my chair. If I'm laying down in my bed or whatever, I don't have to get into the chair. And by the time I get there, they're gone.
Right.
Like
every little thing that can help you not have to, do extra work to get around. That it really helps you out.
Yeah.
So I think it's great, and it's definitely a big. A lot of us, I think, a lot of people think about home automation and just think, oh, it's convenience. You can just turn your lights on and off, and it's it's first world problem. But for some people, it really is a real help for their daily life, and I think it's great.
Because before this whole thing, I'd have to leave keys out there for people to get in, and then,
That's right. That's right.
But now it's just, I unlock it on my phone. I don't have to give keys to people and all stuff like that. So that's what I like.
Tell me like the one gadget or home, whether it's HomeKit or just a home automation device that you really want to get here, like in the next, for the let's just say the holiday season.
Well, in November, I already bought the Iotty switches.
Oh,
so those are going to be really good. They light up. They're Italian switches, and then I want to get the Ring doorbell, as I said, and a lot of the Ring products for security.
Well, Mike, it's been great to talk to you, and I love the fact that home automation and HomeKit are helping you in your life.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike. So the additional news coming out of Chamberlain today was that they announced 2 new integrations for the MyQ platform. So basically you can use these as long as you've got a MyQ-enabled garage door opener and you can already control it with an app at least. They announced integrations with Google Assistant, which of course includes Google Home, and IFTTT, the automation platform that lets you connect all kinds of things to each other. Now, this overall, of course, is a good thing. The problem is they're charging for it. So for each integration, you're going to have to pay $1 a month. Now, just think about if you had to pay $1 a month for every single integration for all of your different devices. That would add up really quick. Now, from what we know, the HomeKit integration with the new HomeBridge device doesn't cost anything except just buying the device itself. This might have been something with Apple putting its foot down and said you're not charging a monthly fee just to access HomeKit. But anyways, I think it's silly. I think it's kind of ridiculous to charge for these integrations when practically no one else does. Again, a big thanks to Mike for helping me out with this review and sharing how home automation really does help him in his daily life. And of course, thank you to Mike for being one of our wonderful patrons over on Patreon. Otherwise, subscribe here on YouTube, get all the videos right as they come out. Find us across social media and of course at smarterhomelife.com. I'm Joe DeGanzik. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.